Coming up on your Blazers Sports Report, we'll get an update on the men's and women's tennis teams after some tough matches this past weekend. We'll also hear about the baseball and softball teams after their recent road trips.
Then we will get an inside look at the football team who recently began spring practices. Your Blazers Sports Report starts now.
Welcome to the Blazers Sports Report. I'm Jordan Thomas.
And I'm Nicholas Iacchino. Last week, the Blazers men's tennis team took on Lynn University at the VSU tennis courts. Blazers sports reporter Joshua Julian went to the courts to watch the action. Here's more.
Here at the VSU tennis courts on Friday afternoon, the men's team was in action against Lynn University in a non-conference matchup. Lynn came into this match with an undefeated record, so the Blazers had quite the tall task ahead of them. In a nationally ranked clash between the number 6th ranked Valdosta State men's tennis team and the number 14 ranked Fighting Knights of Lynn University, the Blazers took home a convincing 4-1 victory over the Fighting Knights, handing Lynn their first loss of the season.
We're always feared by other teams because we have such a good team every year. And because we came out strong today from the doubles all the way into the singles from point one, we showed that because of the aggression, we were the better team today.
The Blazers started off with a strong opening in the doubles, winning the point with both the number 1 and the number 3 doubles teams taking home a dominating 6-2 victory, leaving the number 2 doubles match unfinished. Meanwhile, in singles action, Lynn University's number 32 ranked Luca Baptista defeated VSU's Lamar Bartley to level the score 1-1. The Blazers did not back down from this, winning 3 more singles points for the Blazers, with number 9 ranked Luca Mack taking home a 6-3, 6-3 victory at number 1. Christian Weddle won 6-3, 6-1 at number 4 for a 3-1 lead, and Christian Feline clinched the match at the number 5 spot with an impressive 6-3, 6-2 victory for the Valdosta State Blazers. Because of this big win, their resume now looks even better for the national rankings. For the Blazers Sports Report, I'm Joshua Julian.
Thank you, Joshua. Both teams will be back in action later this week when the Blazers play a series of matches in 3 days, beginning on Friday in Pensacola, Florida. Go to www.vstateblazers.com for updates throughout the weekend.
This past weekend, the Blazer football team held their first scrimmage of the spring season at Bazemore-Hyder Stadium. Blazer sports reporter Mackenzie Petrie caught up with starting quarterback Ivory Durham to find out more about how the team is preparing for the upcoming season.
Valdosta State football has started their spring practices, and new head coach Tremaine Jackson has brought a new mentality to what it means to be a Blazer football player.
A lot of players would be worried about going into a new season with a new coach, but senior starting quarterback Ivory Durham has had an experience with various coaches, and the new transition to new leadership has been smooth.
I had Coach Bell my freshman year, then Coach Goff, so it's just you have to understand where the coaches are coming from, and you just have to be prepared to make a change. And Coach Goff was here. He had a great run, and now it's Coach Jackson's turn, and he just wants to build a legacy.
This past weekend, the Blazers welcomed Coach Jackson to Bazemore-Hyder Stadium, where they held their first scrimmage of the spring season. Throughout the game, the coaches were able to spot areas that need improvement and get the team used to being back in the stadium.
I feel like we're gelling pretty good. We're taking it day by day, and we're just grateful to be here. And with day by day, we're just getting better as it goes.
Both sides had successes and disappointments through defensive interceptions and offensive touchdowns, and they're ready to get back to practice and start building that legacy Coach Jackson wants.
I remember I got here in 2018 of summer, and it's just been amazing just to be here. So these past 4 years been the best of pretty much my career. So I just want to go in the senior year, be prepared, and finish with a bang.
Reporting for Blazer Sports Report at Bazemore-Hyder Stadium, my name is Mackenzie Petrie.
Thanks, Mackenzie. The Blazers will be back in action at their spring ball game on Friday, April 8th at 7 p.m. Now let's go to Emily Trammell for an update on the baseball and softball teams.
This past weekend, the Valdosta State softball and baseball teams both traveled to Mississippi College to face the Choctaws. Each team competed in a 3-game series. The Blazers relied on their bats in the first game as the team accounted for 19 hits en route to an 11-6 victory over the Choctaws. Both teams started off hot with 3 runs each in the first inning. The Choctaws shut down the Blazers after pitching changes in the 4th inning despite trailing 3-5. The Choctaws put 6 runs on the board and earned a victory of 9-5 over the Blazers. The rubber match on Sunday featured strong performances all around from Valdosta State with home runs from 3 Blazers, and the pitching staff only allowed 2 earned runs. The Blazers came out on top with an 8-3 victory. The Blazers will face Christian Brothers in the 3-game series this weekend. The softball team entered the weekend ranked number 6 in the country according to the NFCA coaches poll. In the first game, the Blazers started off slow, but they had a monstrous 6th inning where they scored 8 runs en route to an 8-4 victory. The Blazers carried this momentum into Game 2 with 3 Blazers hitting home runs, which helped lead the team to an 11-4 victory. Sunday was a different story as the Blazers could not put up runs on the board and they fell short in a 1-2 loss. The Blazers will return to Steele's Diamond on Saturday to face Christian Brothers beginning at 1 p.m.
Thanks, Emily. Well, that's it for today's Blazer Sports Report. I'm Jordan Thomas.
And I'm Nicholas Aikino. Make sure to follow us on social media at VSUTV_sports for updates and previews of upcoming shows in our new podcast, The Blazer Breakdown.